Welcome to EVO, where champions are crowned, history is made, and the rise to be the best has never been higher. Gamers from all over the world have come together to compete against each other for a chance to become pros or to experience and learn from the best. And then there's this guy.
We made it! We made it! We made it to EVO! Boy, if you don't...
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago, I got the opportunity to go to EVO this year for 2025. And to say that it was a pretty fun experience is a complete understatement. A guy with practically zero experience in the fighting game genre, showing up to probably the biggest gaming convention of the year is definitely not what I was expecting to cross off my bucket list. Now, people will probably wonder,
So Space, with the professional gamer that you are in single-player games, conquering fight after fight, naturally those expert skills of yours will carry over and end up joining the tournament, right?
okay, yeah, that's fine. I got perfected. Okay. Sure. I beg your pardon? Just gotta keep the pressure. What? No. Yeah, no, not even close. Not even close. This time, I was only a spectator, and today I wanted to take you guys on the journey with me through my adventures of EVO, the full-on experience. Because after the amount of money I spent just to get there, it's too much for me not to tell the story of. Now I know what y'all are thinking.
Space, the EVO convention was in August, and you waited 5 months later to post it.
Wow, man. Damn.
What if I told you my save file got corrupted while editing this, and I got so upset that I rage quit the project entirely? Don't believe me? Yeah, I knew you wouldn't. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, so it's currently 10 a.m. right now. As you can clearly see, I literally just woke up. But, I gotta get packing. I still have to finish packing. I can't speak. Oh my god. Basically, I got a plane that leaves in about at 6 o'clock, and I still got a lot of stuff to do before I head out. So, plans before EVO. Even though I just got off work and I barely got any sleep. I got maybe 5 hours. But, hey, you know, F it, we ball. So, yeah. Starting off the day, I pretty much had to get dressed and pack my bags. And well, running off of 5 hours of sleep while trying to edit a full video in records time was probably not a good idea. After finishing up last minute packing, we ended up hitting the road and speeding down to the airport so we could make our flight in time. Just for us to get hit by this. Hey, okay, so we're here at the airport. Looks like our flight got delayed, so I got Starbucks because we're gonna be here for a while. So I'll see you when we hit the next stop, you know? After 2 delays in an hour, we were able to make it onto our first flight. And when we touched down to our destination, we got hit with another delay. Alright, looks like we finished our first flight. It got delayed again. So we're not going to be reaching until probably midnight. So yeah, we're going to be here for a while. But hey, first flight down, just one more to go. After 2 more delays, we finally made it to LA into our hotel. Oh my goodness, the amount of time we had to wait was too much. Alrighty, we made it to Vegas. It took a minute to get here with all the delays and stuff like that, but you know, we made it to Vegas. Tomorrow's EVO, and yeah, I'm excited. So we're gonna see how that goes. And yeah, we'll see how the next day goes, you know? Oh shit, I didn't do it right. Nope. There we go. Well, here we are. It's the day of the EVO event. And I can't wait. I barely got any sleep, but it's fine. So I'm so excited. So yeah, I'll see you there. I'm so excited. Just like that, the day is here. Time for EVO of day 1. After finally making it through the gates, we finally made it into the main area for EVO. At this time, I managed to meet most of the Mito squad. First off, we have the main man himself, Mito Kage, a god of Tekken, top tier content creator, and a good friend of the channel.
Oh, Space! You fucking
We are the best of friends, don't worry, I promise. Next up, we have Applesauce, main mod for Mito, and just a nerd that loves anime, video games, books, and fantasy. Add on the fact that she's a cause of chaos and has no trouble trying to figure out where I'm at. Last but not least, we have Skull, another main mod for Mito, roasting people to oblivion, and so tall that you can get him a contract into the NBA. I know some teams need a center. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Lakers. After meeting the crew, the very first thing we did was go straight to the line to play Marvel Toe consoles, one of the new fighting games coming out for 2026. The line was crazy long for the game, even to the point where there were 3 stations for it. Once we finally got our hands on the game, we were finally able to play for 15 minutes. Me and Mito went at it for the first time, and surprisingly, this was our first time actually fighting each other in a fighting game ever. We were just stunned throughout the whole thing, going crazy over when each of us did a certain move or combo. I honestly love the game and just the way things flowed smoothly from combo to combo, and the character transition and backgrounds. I can't wait to pick up this game when it comes out. It won't be at EVO this year for tournaments, so thankfully that's one less game I have to worry about this year. After our matches, we pretty much went even 2-2. He would still kick my tail in Tekken though, so there's no doubt about that. After finishing the demo, we walked around a bit until it was time for Mito to take the stage and start off his tournament run. He was the only one of us to sign up, so we all ended up watching him as he fought his way through his opponents. The first match, he ended almost sweeping his opponent, only losing 1 round throughout the whole session. Second match was a close call, but thanks to the game frame rate dropping, he ended up losing the match to a low sweep kick. Third match was pretty much a sweep, and the fourth match, Mito was up around, then the opponent locked in and took over the match. Overall, it was a pretty good run in the tournament, ranking around top 700 out of 2100 players. After the tournament matches, we went on to explore the stands and check out other tournament matches on the big screens. After taking a break to go get food, we managed to see the infamous Dado Doya, one of the main content creators that I've been watching for years. After getting some pictures and talking with him for a bit, naturally I had to ask him the age-old question that was on everyone's minds.
Alright, so I'm here with Dado.
Yo.
I ran into him at the cafeteria. So, Dado, I want to ask you just one question.
Alright,
Okay?
go ahead.
Everyone wants to know when you're going to play Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh. Actually, he said, can I ask you a question on video? I did not know it was going to be ignorant, bro. Like, bro, as soon as they drop, what is it, Kingdom Hearts? Is it 4 or 5?
Yeah, it's 4.
As soon as they drop 4, I will be there. Day 1.
Alright, bet. So, like, look, if you ever need like a personal trainer, like I'm an expert. Okay?
Personal trainer. So this guy plays Mad Kingdom Hearts 2, huh?
The shirt, dog.
Oh,
Shirt, like.
my bad. I was looking at his Tokon badges. I didn't.
Will he remember Kingdom Hearts 4 in the future? Well, all I can say is stay tuned. And with that, that's a wrap for day 1. Bro, day 2 was definitely a hectic one. At least for me it was. To start off the day, my Discord notifications broke for the time being, and I woke up to 15 plus messages asking where I was. I hopped into an Uber and rushed down to the arena. And let me proceed to tell you about my Uber experience, okay? I'm not sure how other people's experience was, but it was like I was fighting for my life trying to get an Uber to arrive for me.
Oh my.
Here's the thing, my hotel is about 10 to 15 minutes away from the arena by Uber, so I would have to get one to get down there at a somewhat decent time. My friends stay at a hotel that's about 10 minutes away from arena by walking distance, and all of them got the same hotel area, so it's easy for them to meet up. Meanwhile, every time I ended up calling an Uber, they proceeded to end up going in the wrong direction in a completely different parking spot. And when I call for them, they just get angry at me and yell at me over the phone to cancel the order, or they just hang up entirely and cancel the order. I swear the Uber drivers over there had me driving up the wall with how frustrating they are with them and their bag of foolishness. I literally had an Uber driver to where they parked in a completely different parking lot, and when I went to said parking lot to approach the vehicle, they refused to answer their phone, cancel the order, and drive off. I'm telling you right now, if I was in my running shoes, I would have spun down there like the Flash and pull them out of the... I can't begin to tell you how livid I was when it came to these Uber experiences, man. Had me just... So I ended up getting to the place about an hour after the meetup time, and where my friends already went inside, I found them at the 2xKO light, so decided to hop in and try out the game. I can't really give my opinions on the game other than it looks clean, since I spent about 15 to 20 minutes becoming someone else's punching bag for the duration of me playing. The guy I was going against must have been a pro, because he proceeded to show me the basics and then absolutely destroy me for the rest of the time, pulling off combos I've never seen.
Honestly, all that was missing for me was a bowl of popcorn and a drink as I was watching in spectacle of me getting juggled for 15 minutes. After wrapping up that fiasco and leaving the arena, I had my misadventures of Uber driving, had me running all over the place just to be able to find a freaking Uber driver. I finally was able to catch up to my friends as we explored the entertainment around Las Vegas. We spent maybe an hour at EVO and then just chose to do sightseeing for the rest of the time being, going to museums, aquariums, and having a good time. And that was pretty much day 2. Day 3, the finale of the event, was a good way to wrap it up. The Uber drivers gods came in clutch for me today as I met up with the homies and went to test out the other games as well as the finals for Fatal Fury and Tekken. I also managed to meet Fidel and Aru for the first time, given the fact that the first day of the event I was standing right next to them and didn't approach them because I was too nervous that I got the wrong person. But both of them were pretty cool and it was great talking with them. But also finding out Aru wasn't a Shadow fan kinda hit me like a truck.
Yeah.
God, I unironically love Shadow.
I know you do love Shadow.
You see?
What the
You see?
fuck?
I told
Shadow.
you.
Yeah,
You
no, you love
can't, you can't proceed to do the movie and then turn around and be like, oh yeah,
Okay,
you know, yeah,
I
Shadow,
said-
my love.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during the Shadow.
No, but then you
How?
woke up.
I was bored.
No, then she woke up and then she said it was good. And then she played Shadow
See, when I
Generations.
fucking
You literally,
lied.
there's a picture on Twitter you would say it was actually good.
I
You
said
liked
it was. I said, okay. I don't remember
Okay.
what I said, but whatever I said, I redacted.
Yeah. That's
You
kinda
enjoyed the
wild.
Shadow and Maria stuff. You liked Shadow Generations. Just stop, bro.
Exactly.
Stop. Hold on. It's like,
You just have to embrace Shadow.
All right,
I understand.
no.
that
All
you like
right.
Shadow.
All
It
right,
makes
bro.
sense.
Get your picture.
Oh my
Get your picture.
After meeting them, we ended up playing Demon Slayer and Hinokami Chronicles 2 for the first time, and I gotta say it was pretty solid. The movement felt faster, the combos don't drop as easily, and it's easier to get into when combining attacks. I might pick it up whenever it goes on sale since it's already out, but there's that. After playing it, it was time for the finale for the top 8 finals. Unfortunately, I had to be on the outside of the arena because I couldn't get a wristband for it. That mess sold out like it was hotcakes, I tell you. So I recorded on the outside, but even on the outside, the arena was hyped up. I don't know anything about Fatal Fury, but even watching it had me invested like crazy. Even when the fight came down to the wire, both players tied up, not only on matches, but on rounds when it was anyone's game. One hit from either opponent and the game was over for the other.
Oh! No! Yo! Oh my gosh, a projectile, dog.
I also met with TK Breezy and RDC World crew on my way out. It was so surprising when I went to go get a bag of chips. It was crazy to me. And well, thanks to my friends, I was able to get a wristband and gain access to the arena. We got to watch the teaser trailer for Virtual Fighter 5 and a new DLC character coming out for Tekken 8, Armor King. And well, he was basically king, but more of a problem.
What? What? That's so broken. Oh! Oh! What? What the heck? Who asked him to give him this? Oh! What? Oh, what? 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 Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Burning hammer! Oh! Ain't no way, dog. All right, what's he saying, Mito? What's he saying?
We also got the teaser trailer for Mia, and she was pretty cool too. After a couple of hype up moments, the finale was here for Tekken 8. A lot of these fights were either a sweep or a reverse sweep. Some players went 2-0, or even if the game was tied, the rounds usually weren't. My favorite player was the Clive player, mainly because of the fact that he was going on a sweep with Clive, and well, watching Clive was sick. Final Fantasy enjoyer here. He had a good run, but ended up getting in 3rd or 4th place. It just came down to a mirror match for the last couple battles, and well, the better player ended up winning.
The mix, the defense, the challenge, the down dash challenge again, double down.
Oh my god, it's scary!
Oh my god.
And that was the end of EVO. Easily the best convention I've ever been to. I wasn't into fighting games, but when it came to tournament games, they've always been the most entertaining for me to watch. And being part of the crowd was one of the best experiences to have when you're a gamer. Experiencing new games, meeting people, and having conversations with content creators I've watched for years. And just being in the moment is something I'll never forget. Heck, even when I went home, I was thinking about what fighting games to get into so that I can sign up for the tournament this year. Guilty Gear Strive is a work in progress, but just wait until that next tournament, I'll get my skills up. Just wanted to share my adventures with you guys and just excited to see what happens this year for EVO. Who knows, maybe you'll see me up there on the stage once I can stop getting folded. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Ciao!